Okay, so here's a quick video tutorial on how to access your Google Analytics account. So if you're at Google, all you have to do is type in Google Analytics as a search. Right here is the first thing that you need. This is your Google Analytics here. So just click that link. You can also, of course, go to analytics.google.com. But if you don't remember to do that, you can always just do a quick Google search. So here, it wants me to go ahead and log in. So let's go ahead and put in an email address. All right, and then next. Next up, we're going to go ahead and enter in the password. And then from here, we can go ahead and get started. All right, so it's loading now. This is taking a bit of time. It's got a lot of information to bring up. Great. So now we're logged in. And that's really all it takes to get logged in. But real quick, just to go through a few things here. You have here dashboards. You can make a custom dashboard. Everything that you're looking at here is part of a dashboard. So it's just all kinds of information that you can find here. But what we want to go ahead and do is going down here, you have real time, which means what's happening right now. So right now, as I'm doing this, it says one active user on the site, and that could be, it could be anyone. It could be me. It could be you. It could be whoever. So after that, there's all these real-time statistics like locations, where where the person is from. It just says United States. That's all it knows. Traffic sources, etc. There's all this stuff on here to tell you what's happening right now at this very moment. One of the main things that you're going to be interested in is audience. It's this tab right here. So at the top, there's dashboard, shortcuts, intelligence, events, real time, and then audience. So if you click that and you go to overview, now you're starting to see a bit more. There's sessions. This is the number of times that your website was entered by a person. All right, so that's not the number of people, it's just the number of times. So if one person went into your site 4 times, that's 4 sessions. Now you have users. That's the number of people who have entered your site. So if you see here 4 sessions, 2 users, that means 2 people have entered your website 2 times. Page views, that's pretty obvious. It's the number of pages that have been visited and viewed. Here's your pages per session, your average. This is an average amount, telling you basically, when a person visits, how many pages on average do they visit. So right now it says 5. is the average page per session, um, which makes sense because if there's 4 sessions and 20 views, that kind of averages out to five per session. This tells you how long the average time on your site is. This tells you the bounce rate, which is when a person comes into your site and jumps right out of it immediately after. Uh, and this is percentage of new sessions. So there's all kinds of interesting information that you can get here. Like here we have demographics. If you wanted to look at this, you can see what city people are getting to your website from. So right here it says 3 people were on your website from Nashville and 1 from New Westminster. You could even get down to what kind of browser was used, if they were using Chrome or if they were using Firefox or Internet Explorer operating system. One person was using a Mac when they visited, one was using Windows. So you got all this stuff, even like stuff for mobile information. Obviously, there have been no mobile visits yet. So you can really collect a bunch of information on things, and it even expands further here if you wanted to find out more. Like here's location, um, and you've got your 3 people from the U.S. Gives you a map. They're in Tennessee. And then it gives you like all these statistics for those people, and they really break it down pretty thoroughly. They also, now here's another one that you're going to want to see. So just under audience, so you got your real-time audience, acquisition is the next one. This is going to be pretty important because this tells you how people accessed your website. So you have here direct, which means someone typed in the website address. And then you have referral, meaning that they came from some other source. You're going to end up having something here that says like social. Like if you look over here, you can see there's social. And it'll tell you like overview for social. Right now there's no social, so it's not going to show you anything at all. But you kind of get the idea. These are things that as you build up traffic, you'll get more statistics that you can look at. See, like under all traffic, and you go to channels here, direct and referral, you're gonna start seeing things like organic, meaning like from search engines, from people searching, and you're gonna see. Oh, here's a really good one. Source/medium. So it's like what is the source or medium that they came from? That these are all, they're kind of variations of each other. They'll provide you with the same basic information, but you get the idea. Those are going to be the main tabs that you're going to look at right now. There's like a behavior thing. This, I'm just going to tell you right now, if you don't have a bunch of traffic, it's not really going to show much. And it's not going to be worth a whole lot. It'll just kind of show you how people act and what they do when they're on your website, which is good information to have. But you're not going to get a whole lot of information right away until you start getting a lot of traffic to your website, at which point you can then decipher it. Aside from that, those are going to be the main things. Up here at the top in dashboards, you can actually create your own thing of what you'd like to see. So you would go dashboards and then add new dashboard. And you'll see here, you've got these options. So let's do Lucille's dashboard. And I'm just going to do a starter dashboard, and it's going to give me a bunch of fun little things here instead of a blank one. So if I click on starter dashboard and then create dashboard, so now we have new users, we have users, we have sessions, and it shows the location, sessions by browser, and you can see there's a little X here if you want to get rid of it, or you have a pencil here if you want to actually edit it. Bounce rate, it's got a thing for revenue, and so you have all these different things, and you can actually add to it as well by clicking add widget. This can get a little more complicated, but you have here how do you want this thing to look. So if you wanted to add a table, for example, you would click table, and then you would have to let analytics know which statistics you want to show. For example, I don't know, let's try count of sessions. It shows that. And then here, there's just so many things to choose from. This is where I mentioned that Google Analytics can get extremely complex. There's just so many options on here that it's difficult to find out what it is you're looking for. But the basic information that you are going to want to see is going to be what I had gone over in the beginning, which is when you go, so I closed that out. So here's your normal screen. You have audience is going to be important, and acquisition is going to be important. Acquisition is going to tell you where people were acquired. So you have your overview. You could check all traffic. You could check social, etc. Audience is going to tell you about your audience, where they came from, who they are, what software they use, etc. So keep those two tabs in mind when you want to research what people are doing on your website. Those two are going to be the most important. For your dashboard, you have Lucille's dashboard here now. I would recommend playing around with it a little bit and seeing, if there's anything that you want to experiment with to see if you could track any other statistics. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and until next time.